it's not seeming that's how it is shaping to be. The Constitution is supposed to guide us. Our government is taking it away and trying to deprive us. Our kids are taken every day by CPS agents looking for prey. They don't give a damn about the Constitution. We have found the one and only solution. There's a couple people you should know. Tiff and the Punisher is a show. They wanna stop CPS from stealing our kids, fighting beside us and trying to guide us. Tiff has a heart of gold. She blasts these caseworkers when they are wrong. She beats them down with her knowledge, better than the kids who are in college. The Punisher's abolished all the way. He's been here 4 years, they took his daughter away. He came from the darkness he was in. Now it's time to make parenting great again. Together they are making a commotion, telling all the parents use the Constitution potion. You have rights, did you know? Learn to use them on Tiff and Punisher show. We all admit the times are hard. No little children in the front yard. Tiff and Punisher are fighting so hard. They're waging war, on their side is God. They don't stop if they get in trouble. They fighting for the children, double trouble. The strength they need, they get from each other. They had each other's back like sister and brother. They are Tiff and the Punisher, saving the families from corruption. They want you to join their movement, no repercussion. You need to learn that thing called the Constitution. Inside that document is our solution. CPS, we have your number. We are coming for you, hear our thunder. Your fate is sealed, have a nice day. You won't break another family. No more trauma for kids, that's like blasphemy. Keep your thoughts to your own ideals. Soon enough you'll be clicking your heels. Because you need to go to jail. All of us fathers will be chugging down an ale. The mothers will squeeze their young ones tight, as CPS workers are locked down for the night. They had a choice, they didn't and made. Now they spend their days in crates. They should know it's wrong to kidnap. So from all of us, this is your payback. There's a couple people you should know. Tiff and the Punishers, they show they wanna stop CPS from stealing our kids, fighting beside us and trying to guide us. Tiff has a heart of gold. She blasts these caseworkers when they are wrong. She beats them down with her knowledge, better than the kids who are in college. The Punisher's abolished all the way. He's been here 4 years, they took his daughter away. He came from the darkness he was in. Now it's time to make parenting great again. Together they are making a commotion, telling all the parents use the Constitution potion. You have rights, did you know? Learn to use them on Tiff and Punisher show. That's all we need to get on with this fight. The document that most people could barely read in light. Pick the parts that pertain to your case, show them the results and spit in their face. We are Tiff and the Punisher, fighting together.
Family is the most important thing we have.
It's about time we stand up for the kids.
They are taking our kids every day. I shout them in and no one has a thing to say. For those who have been isolated, don't be worried, you have a voice today. So listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallet. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them. But when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud. Can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You no longer will steal our kids this way. Tiff and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stop losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She is tired of our kids being taken, God damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher is screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up like dim tags. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with high speed. We will do so much being together. Birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken. Tiff and the Punisher sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are old Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. You judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher warrior, and we cry out to all of you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. Stop it.
I need that sticker. And can you stop making me look so big on the screen?
There's Tiffany in 3D. If you guys want to know what it's like to have Tiff in your house, there it is, right there. Boom. Hey, Tiff, we got an awesome guest with us tonight.
I know. It's been a long time. I think the last time he was on was April.
I know. He accomplishes a lot of things, too. That's what's cool about him. And he's a force to be reckoned with, I believe. He's another one of these guys that don't just talk. He's not talking about it. He's being about it, you know?
Right.
So if I give you three guesses, who would you think it would be?
Well, you already said it was Dave Weigel. You put it in the comments.
Oh, shit. I guess there goes that one. Well, hell, let's bring him out. That's nice.
Where's the guy?
Let's get Dave.
Oh, shit. That's a froze. I'm just getting ready to say, I think we froze.
Doing it to us. They are doing it to. I'm back here. Fine. They're doing it to us, guys. They are putting us out there like this. You know, I don't even pull this screen up. This comes up automatically, man. That has nothing to do with me and nothing to do with what I'm doing. All of this. It's crazy, man. They have full control of us. They do not want Dave's message out tonight. But the hell with them, Dave. Let's give them a message.
How we doing? How we doing, guys? You guys got some program here, man. You guys are tight. You guys got some tight stuff going on.
All Darren.
Oh, it's all a team effort. Dave, you need
I mean, I got software engineers working with me. Nobody's figured out shit as well as you have, Darren.
I need that sign, Darren.
I know. We all need those, I think. Yeah, you know, it's just, you know, give a parent some time to figure out how to get their kid home. Not only will we figure that out, but we're going to figure out how to bust your balls and look good doing it, right? We got to change this stigma. You know, like that's the biggest thing with all of this is the damn stigma that goes with this. So you can't be some poor heroin junkie, you know, in a dumpster, you know, like, no, man, we're all good looking people that had our kids fucking stolen by a government that's been overrun by tyrants that deserve to all go to prison. So we got to look good doing it, you know, like that's just part of it. You know?
Yeah, you're a fucking 100% right. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're completely changing the persona and the mindset.
Yeah, I need to make you a theme song too, man. I mean, they're giving us all the tools. We just got to use them, you know, and people can apply themselves. You know, instead of spending that time at home crying in the corner saying that you miss your kids, do something about it. Turn that, you know, that crying into an energy. Learn a skill, learn something, and then devote that skill and that energy into your kid. Because look, this is the internet, man. It's going to be here forever, however long forever is, depending on who you are. It depends. But you know, your kid is going to be able to find you. Like, there's no way in hell that my daughter is not going to be able to look up Darren Guay, and I mean, minus the other things to find. You're going to find this shit, and she's going to know her entire life. All I did was this. You know, like, this is what I did. You know, trying to get her.
I am sitting here in Portugal with my daughter right now because of this, because of exactly. Got back to her, seized.
Tiff, listen, I'm going to run this for a second. I'm going to run out and I'm going to come back in. So when Dave comes back.
Going to be doing some things while I'm out here too.
Or maybe it's because he's in Portugal.
Yeah.
There
What
you
did you say? Because you broke up. They froze you. We know you were in Portugal. That's all we heard.
Oh, really? Okay. I said exactly what Darren was talking about. You know, I mean, there's no way that, you know, your daughter's not going to find, you know, what you've done here. Okay. It's exactly what happened. I'm sitting here in Portugal right now. My daughter's in the other room, right? On the longest vacation of my life, because of the work that I did, you know, getting the word out there. It got back, you know, through osmosis, you know, because even people who don't, you know, pay attention.
That's amazing. Yeah, I'm gonna do
This
this right now.
stuff.
I'll be right.
All the people that get their news,
The real people. The real news. Yeah, Tiff, I'm gonna go out and do that. So I think
All
that's
right.
his jam. I'll be right back.
the top goddamn effort in it. Okay, same thing happened to me. You know, she was getting fed a bunch of lies, you know, for half of her life, right? All of a sudden, through osmosis, information of who I really was, how much I loved her. Okay, got back to her. Here we are. Okay, daddy-daughter trip in Portugal for a couple of weeks at least. But there's going to be some other things I'm doing while I'm out here. It's going to be interesting. I'm going to talk to you about it right now. You're catching me at the right time.
So, anything else new? Anything going on?
Oh, quite a few things, girl. Quite a few things. Quite a few things. Are we live?
Yes. Ugh. He'll be back. The YouTube is really messing with us tonight. YouTube keeps freezing you. They don't want you to speak.
Yeah. Yeah, we you know, the
Oh my. They really don't want him speaking out. They're trying to mess with us. I know Dave froze. I know. You keep freezing, Dave.
I don't seem to be freezing up myself here.
That's why Darren jumped off. Go ahead.
Yeah, you're coming in all grainy. But I keep hearing the music perfectly. It's
Yeah.
something with the video.
Let me tell Darren to stop the music. If he can hear me. They don't want you talking.
Let me see.
Hi, Jessica. Welcome to Tiff and the Punisher. Normally, we don't have these technical difficulties, only when we have somebody big come on and they try and freeze them out. You're good right now, Dave.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I hope we can stay live here because this is we got a lot going on right now.
They don't want him to say what's going on. Oh yeah, everybody check out
Shit,
bringing
it's
back
freezing
Brenda.
again here.
Well, yeah, you did freeze.
Yeah. Yeah. This is YouTube, you think?
Oh yeah. This is
Unreal.
definitely YouTube.
Unreal. Yeah, we just started actually using this Loomly service to be able to actually go out to every single platform. So when we do it on Facebook, where we're doing out to YouTube, goes out to Instagram, X, TikTok even, okay, which I was, you know, never jumping through hoops to get onto that, but that's where a lot of people are. But you know, we said from the beginning, if one platform starts to shut us down, we got to have systems in place to just be. But YouTube's giving us some problems. I was saying before I got frozen that the journalist that's been documenting, he's been getting shadow banned. His stuff has been disappearing. The articles that he's posted on me have been taken down. The videos that I've done where he's referenced down. It's the only place. It's the only place right now is. Some roads over there.
Yeah, and that's a shame because it's
Is
our
Darren?
First Amendment right, freedom of speech, whether they like it or not.
Yeah, well, this is their game plan. They're finally a big message.
Well, we're also on Ramble, guys. We're on Ramble, and a couple of other platforms too. I really wish they would stop messing with us so that Dave could get out what he's doing. Hey, Deidre. Absolutely crazy. Deidre, you'll have to come on our show. Yeah, he knows he keeps cutting out. Well, don't let them scare you. Don't let them scare you into speaking, because you're allowed under your First Amendment right to speak, whether the judge likes it or not. I'll just stay on until Darren. I know Darren or Dave froze. I guess he'll come back on with Darren. So yeah, whoever. Jessica, don't worry about it. They threaten to put people in jail all the time. For speaking the truth. In fact, they did it to Darren. We were just talking about it. Apparently he did a whole video before him and I started our show on the county in Georgia, and they pulled him over, and the first thing they said was, we have the CPS Punisher. Yeah, we might have to pre-record Dave because they definitely don't want him talking. That's a good idea. I don't know where Darren went, but anyway, I'm sorry. Darren, it just kept freezing.
You wouldn't believe the stuff I just had to go through to get in here. Like, I've never had to go through any of the things I just went through to get in here. Here comes Dave. Dave's back. This is freaking unreal. This has got to be because of the angry citizen last night. We're blaming it on him. Let's try this again. Here we go. Dave, we're all back as a happy family. Here we are.
Hey, we got everybody now?
We're all in here. I just had
Hey,
to go through groups I've never even seen before. But anyway, we're here, so let's use it. So, Dave, what's going on with you?
It keeps freezing him.
Connection lost again.
No, you're there.
Yeah, really messing with us.
You know, people think this stuff's fake. It's not fake, and there's nothing that pisses you off than this stuff. I've been waiting for this all goddamn day to talk to you, Dave. And then this is what they're going to do. They're going to drop this shit on us. This is the real deal.
Maybe if you cut the music,
yeah,
it'll be less data.
Maybe. Let's try that. So far, so good, right? You're still holding solid. There we go. We're looking good. All right.
Yeah,
You're there, man. You're live. You're good.
Other connection lost again.
No, you're not lost. Stay. You've been found. You've been found, Dave. You're here.
All right.
Go ahead, Dave.
All right. I was just watching some of these questions, some of the chats going on. Definitely, yes, Deidre. I would love to be on your show. Email me at
Deidre. Keep going, Dave. You're still on.
Yeah. I'm just saying, my email is dave@fraudwarrior.org.
That's a lot short. Fraudwarrior.org. Dave@fraudwarrior.org.
Dave@fraudwarrior.org.
Is it big or little? Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Just Dave, DAVE @fraudwarrior.org. I'm letting everybody. We've got.
Let's put that up there for everybody to see. Yes. And the thing is that this makes us look bad. We have 18. We have a bunch of people out there watching the show, and the government knows. They know what they're doing. These people that do.
I'm gonna do this.
He's gonna go to a different device. Man.
Yeah, that's crazy. They've done this like 4 or 5 times to us
Always
before.
when we have special guests. Always when we have special guests. But let's check out. Let's see. It's fraudwarrior.org, right? This is the site.
It's Family Court. Family Court Warriors. Warrior.
Fraud Warrior. All right. Yeah, I got it right here. So, guys, this is Dave's website right here. Fight Family Court Corruption. Says. Here's the stuff. You join them, which we recommend highly that you guys do that with him. It's got Dave's story up here. I can only imagine the amount of information that he's packed into this thing for you guys. I mean, this guy is just he's on his mission, and he's it, man. He is the true warrior. There's no doubt about it. I mean, obviously, this is him right there. All right, he's coming in right now. Let's see if we can get him back in here. All right, Dave, here you are. You're back. We're here.
All right. I switched over to my phone just to see if that would be any easier to not get cut out, just to try a different device and just see. I mean, I'm in Portugal right now, in parts unknown. I was telling you guys before that I'm here, partially having a great vacation with my daughter, but also because if I need to go underground and step up the fight in a very, very big way in a place where they can't come and arrest me, then that's what I'm willing to do. Because I'm lucky, and I'm doing it because for all the people that can't. I just think of all the people that can't, pick up and move out of state, out of county, just to protect themselves from their one, game plan. Right? You open your mouth, you come and you hurt us, you report us, you reveal us. We got one game plan. All right, come make up bullshit, and we're gonna lock you up. We're gonna try and get you fired, lose your career, lose everything. It's one game plan, and it's. If you could just not be in their sphere of corruption, there's a lot of that you can just, circumvent. Okay. And I kind of knew that going in a number of months ago, but I haven't announced this yet. I'm announcing it here for the first time, but they circled back last week, and they sent a message to shut me up and shut down our project. All of a sudden, after 14 years and 5 months, all of a sudden, my divorce judgment came in, and they hit me with $18,000 a month in child support. I have to pay my after taxes, Darren. After taxes,
Wow.
18.
So that's like 24,000. That's like 24 grand, 25 grand. Really?
Yeah, more like 30, right?
Yeah.
What's that for? All right. The second you can't pay, that's a jailable offense, isn't it? All right.
Yes,
Child support. All right. Yeah, child support. My 2 kids go to public school. What's $18,000? What are they wearing? Gold-plated shoes to gym class?
Yeah, diamond floors and everything in there. Must be. 18. And this is after 14 and a half years?
14 years, 5 months, almost to the day. Just came out, and I've been telegraphing that we've been building this wall of shame. I wanted to really talk to you guys about it.
Yeah,
because we were talking about this, in April. What I was trying to do was just basically mimic and recreate what had been successful for me, utilizing the internet, to reveal them, but then incorporating, the media, and the freedom of the press, right? Which not everybody can do. right? And that's why I formed the project and tried to pool assets and resources together. But I couldn't do that. I can't do that for 3,000 people now, right? So it got me thinking, what's one thing out there that doesn't have a shelf life? Like everything. If you had, like, look how well you guys do your podcast. And look what they're doing. They're fucking with you. Okay. Yeah. They're contacting. All right. They're threatening YouTube and Mark Zuckerberg and all these guys. Right. And all this little bullshit here and there. And even if you had a phenomenal movie made or something, a book. Okay. Everything's got a shelf life. Right. People talk about it. Because I was saying they keep punting. They keep giving me these appearance control dates for a year and a half, almost 2 years. I'm like, oh, they're trying to wait me out. They're trying to see if I'm just going to go back running my hedge fund and get tired of this and wait till the dust clears and Dave's not in the news so much or in his face out on the boob tube so much. We'll hit him then. Right. So it got me really thinking. And we figured out a way now to utilize this whole system of where we got everybody submitting these 3 to 5 minute videos and giving their testimony that way. And then we've gotten them answering these 100 questions that are designed to answer what the system looks like as a whole, not the kind of questions that ever come up in a one-on-one case, one person's case versus the system, right? But then we're utilizing all that information and funneling it through AI to answer all these questions about the industry as a whole. But now we're taking all this information and highlighting the biggest culprits with the most amount of victims, and it's going on this wall of shame. And we're going to be launching this wall of shame, all right, in an undisclosed amount of time. We've already got 35 judges up there.
Oh, that's cool. So here's the thing, Dave, is like I've been launching our new website. And I have the same thing there. So why don't we, instead of trying to do the same thing on this, why don't I just forward our wall? Because ours hasn't begun yet. I have it up there. I'll show you right now. But I don't think anybody's added to it. But why don't we forward ours to you?
And I was about to say the exact same thing. Is we've opened up this sub account, okay, of CPS victim warriors that we should just funnel into you guys. Okay. You're way ahead of us. Okay. With on the CPS side, right? We could sit.
They're pissed.
Yeah. Right.
Repeat that, because you froze. Repeat that. They froze you.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
What we're going to funnel.
Yeah. So what's different about this wall that we're doing here, a little bit different, is it's not only the picture of the judge, but it's all of the articles that have been written about these judges. So we're starting off with the judges that have the most press already out there about them. And there's your reference. There's your evidence, okay, that these judges are as horrific criminals as you think they are, right? Because and then the big thing is the list of victims. And the thing that we love about this wall idea, guys, is it has no shelf life. It stays out on the internet every single day, going around with the ability to get to another victim every day. So a judge who has 10 victims listed tomorrow can get 11, 12, 13, 20, 25, right? Everything else out there has got a shelf life, right? Once the movie's launched, right? Once the article's written, once the book is written, right? It's all the fervor in the world, right? But this wall idea, right? It goes around every day collecting another victim and another and another. And I think this is gonna change behaviors. I think this is gonna make them freak. You talk about in a war putting your enemy in a position to make them make mistakes. I think we're gonna see these people make some big mistakes and freak out once they start seeing 20, 21, 25 and going around every single day. I love it. I love it. And I know other people have done things with it. And you know, I think we got to connect here and just combine all these walls. Like it's not something like, you know, with competition and stuff there. Like
No, it's not at all.
there should be some. If there's 1,000 of them, right? Good, 1,000 walls. There should be 1,000 of them.
Right, but here's the thing, and this is what people don't get. Understand. I've been saying this for the longest time. Like my idea when I came up with this stuff was to give everybody a place that they could come to and unite and show everybody the amount of us that there are, that we are a cause and a movement to be reckoned with, not to try to satellite out and everybody get their own thing. This platform needed to be where everybody came. You know what I mean? Like it was like a hub for everybody to come to, because for once we could see like there's millions of us. Or like when I first started, I thought it would be easy, but it's not. But there's no reason for me to have a wall of shame and for you to have one. We need to have one somewhere that is a wall that is devoted completely to it, so they can see that there's not 1,000 on yours and 500 on mine, but there's 1,500 of them together on one wall. That's what needs to happen. So these people can stop petty about their ideas and say, look, it's not like you're being, you're not giving in to someone else's cause, but it just makes sense. Stop with the bullshit. No one's trying to be number one here. And if you're trying to be number one, get the fuck out of here, because you shouldn't be. This is about the kids. This is about bringing families back together. This is about all of that. So if you're trying
you're 100% right, man. You're 100% right. And I got to tell you, this is the one thing I was the most wrong about from the beginning. Is when I first started this, I thought it was going to be real easy to unite with leaders all around the country, right? I just said, we're fighting the same enemy. I mean, why the hell not? Like, why the hell not? But I figured out, and you can look at it as, being negative Nancy and, everyone's about me. But I like to look at it a little bit different, and that is, the reality is that the complex PTSD that they put on all of us, I mean, one of the crown jewels of it is this crisis of self. When you have your child stolen from you, that's a dignity raping like no other. So it makes sense. Everything in life is action reaction, right? So you have an action so horrific as to stealing your kid, right? It makes sense that people's, plight in this thing has become their identity. Right. So it's hard for them to want to follow. Right. They have this mindset like, no, I'm an important person and I got to lead and you got to listen to me and I'm a smart person. And they're not wrong. They're not wrong for that.
Right.
Well, I think these walls of shame that we're going to be joining together need to have CPS workers, lawyers, judges, court clerks who are refusing to file paperwork. Everybody involved needs to be on that wall of shame. Everybody.
You're 100% right, Tiff, and that's exactly what we have. We have one section for judges, one section for attorneys, one section for GALs, one section for CPS workers, and one section for the narcissist parent, okay? Because it also takes some of these people, their monster is not even the court, okay? It is this narcissist parent on the other side. And, our whole group is about standing up to your abuser, right? Whoever your abuser is, right? Now, that's a little bit more difficult because this is still the kid's mom, the kid's dad. So it's got to be handled a little differently. But the one thing I will say is I think we got an opportunity to get over this impediment of, look, there's 390 family court fraud, family court groups on Facebook alone. 390, right? Like that says something right there, right? But here's the thing, all right? Every other thing that we're doing, like, hey, doing this nationwide study, that doesn't make sense if 25 people answer questions on 500 different sites, right? But the wall idea is different, okay? If people set up a wall of shame in every community, you just worry about your community, because the whole idea is about collecting victims of the same culprit, right? So this has got a way to break down that wall and just go with the flow of how so many people need to lead their own thing. You see what I'm saying? Like, if there's a wall in every community out there, and even if it's only got 2 or 3 judges, but it's got 10 or 15 victims per judge, per CPS worker, right? Per clerk, per bad person, right? Some of these people, it's a bad sheriff in their town that's doing whoever it is. So that's what's got me excited here, because it's a way for us to look at what's been the biggest hurdle, right? And say, oh, well, wait, this is a way around this. This is a way to make it work for us, not against us.
I was in a meeting a couple months ago, and this lady, because here we don't get to elect our judges, they're appointed. Right. So these judges got so tired of people bashing them, they actually passed a statute that said, if you talk about a judge in Virginia, you can be charged. I said, that's bullshit. That is exactly why the Constitution was written. We are allowed to speak out against the people.
Congress shall make no law. It's not vague. Congress shall make no law. No law, period. But you know what? The whole thing is, if it stays in their 4 walls, right? And why am I in Portugal, right? Because they hit me with this divorce decree. It's 48 pages long, right? It's set up to be able to throw me in jail like next month, right? As soon as I can't pay $18,000, right? But motherfucker, come and try and fire me in Europe, okay? All right? Their powers don't go there, right? Their powers don't go there. And I got to do this because not everybody can do this. How many people can't leave their state, right? Can't up and leave their job, So if I got to dig in here for 6 months, okay, and what we're doing now, this judge, I was laying off, and I was focused on other people's cases and putting all the pieces together and really getting the system down. But now it's going to be a tutorial again. All right, about now what can you do, okay, that can be effective about really hurting a judge that seemingly has had all the power in the world to just completely destroy you, right? And look, the one thing is that I expect to have an arrest warrant out for me, right? But a broken court order, okay, compared to what we're revealing, right? I'm comfortable. AI come in there and analyze all 6,000 documents of my case. We're now at AI you feed in all your transcripts. You feed in all your court documents.
Time out. Well, you know what? I'm tired of everybody talking about. Should I just break it out now? Should I just say it? Should I say it yet, Jeff? So I've been working on for 2 years, and this is what I was going to talk to you about. It's 2 years I've been working on an AI that I've trained to solely do nothing but CPS cases, CPS everything. I have a complete software an app that I've developed.
I love it.
It gives you dump all your information into your case into this analyzer. It'll tell you what you need, how you have to do it. It'll draw up your documents for you, every document that you need. It has an automatic responder for your emails. So you put in all the emails that you would get from these people. It dumps it in there. It puts it back to you. It organizes everything. It does the entire thing. I mean, it's got local resources in it. You go in and put the zip code in. It's your complete case file is logged all into this one thing. It writes all your stuff. It even has a feel-good AI that you talk to, and it talks back to you, and it motivates you to keep going and doing all of this. There's a whole slew of things that are on this app that it was supposed to be out last week, and I'm just running into this error at the front end. Of course, I'm in the last crutches of my fight, for this thing I worked on for 2 years to get it out there and launch. But everybody keeps going, ChatGPT. Everybody just hold off a minute, because by the end of this week, we will have this amazing CPS ally, is what I call it.
That's awesome. We're right there. We're thinking the same thing. Now, the one thing, so it sounds like what your AI is trying to do is still trying to fight them on their playing field, right? You're talking about preparing all the documents and still going to the court. What I'm trying to do is a little bit different, which is just now be able to ask the questions. What my goal is to say to this judge, all right, judge, you've proven it. you can do anything in your world. Okay, no matter what, you can get away with fucking anything. I don't care what I do. I could have Johnny Cochran. I could have $1 billion. You can do whatever you want. But the bottom line is, it's permanent public record, the internet, and the AI is the sum of all human knowledge. So if I can do nothing more to sit there and say, now the sum of all human knowledge has now confirmed Tondra Dawson is a criminal. Okay, you could send me to jail, but at least if I'm in jail, everyone in the world will know that I was put there falsely because it has been confirmed, right? So I'm still trying to use the AI to just set the record straight, leave no question answered, where you can sit there and say, okay, Mr. AI, of all the decisions made in the Weigel v. Weigel case over 14 years, what percentage of those decisions followed the law? 1%, right? When that is definitive fact, right? And things like this, now, like, I really think that the way forward, fuck your courts. Okay, we're taking away you can do whatever you want. I'm not even going to show up. I'm not even showing up, right? And it's the court of public opinion. That's the only thing that matters, and the only one that we have to prove it to is the AI, and it's all based on the facts. And this is something everybody can do, right? With everybody's PTSD, you can sit there and you can organize. Now, there are certain impediments. I mean, how much does it cost to get transcripts, right? We asked the question on our Fraud Warrior, one of the things. I was surprised, like 18% of people is over $500 just for one set of transcripts. How many people have that? So they still have impediments, right? But this is where we only need 5 or 10 major cases to take down 5 or 10 major culprit lawyers or attorneys or judges and set the stage. Set the stage now, right? And then this is something everybody do. Everybody can now utilize the AI systems and start asking it questions, asking it the right questions. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yep, and this one will do that for you. Believe in me. I'll send it. That's why I was trying to talk to you about it last week, because there's ways that we can do this. But I'm going to put this into your head: void ab initio, void ab initio. That's how we get out of all of this. All of us, if we could all just come together, like I said, and use void ab initio, that's it. That's the only way. It's the only way that all of this works. I've been preaching this for years because what I've said is that this thing is so simple that we've all overlooked everything that's going on here. And it's void ab initio, a term that was created by the government to break contracts that were so ridiculous and so, like there was just no way that this would even matter in anything. Void ab initio doesn't have to be adjudicated. It turns itself into its own court order when you file it. And that's it. And they try to throw this stuff away. They're trying to hide this behind voided judgment, voidable judgments. They're trying to change the term in the words. Look up void ab initio. It means void from the start. It means that the thing that they started was so damn ridiculous that it never mattered, and everything that came from that doesn't matter either. So everything that's happened to you since then that had to do with that doesn't matter, and it's all void ab initio, void from the start. And this is something that they're trying to filter away, but our own government is the one that created this term, and they're trying to get rid of it. And people are like, Darren, it didn't work. Don't use it in court, because the rule is it's not adjudicated. It's that the fact is CPS had no business doing what they did. We all know it. It's unconstitutional. We can look in front of our peers and say, did they have the right to do that? Nope. Then they shouldn't have contracted with me, right? Yep. That contract's void. It's void ab initio. I have all the paperwork. I've drawn up all the documents for it. And it's going to be my baby pretty soon to go and maybe just sample myself. But you need to go there. You file that paperwork with the court clerk. Now you have an actual document that you can go with. That's a court order because it's filed under your file and it's filed under your case. And you've taken a step or two. You can go to the sheriff and say, Sheriff, it's your job to uphold whatever the court orders are. This said, that's my fucking child. Now let's go get my kid. It's void ab initio, people.
I hear you, Darren, and you are 100% right. And the thing that I've been stuck on for the last 6 months in talking about 300 people and hearing the exact same stories is we're always seem to be left with three questions, right? No matter how strong the evidence is, how strong the laws, how well it's made, you're always left with who's listening to your evidence, who's listening to, or are they big enough to actually do something? And then the question, motivation. Why? Who's going to stick their head in multi-billion-dollar industry? Who's going to be that poster child? I know I'll do it, right? And what they're trying to do is just make us small to do. We're trying to get bigger, right? All right. And we're getting there. But I want to look at this a different way. I want to say, what if we just say fuck the courts completely, right?
Yeah,
and we're a big enough group to say we're decommissioning your power. All right, almost like the idea of it's so ingrained. Everybody, did you vote? Whoa, wait a second. When you vote, you're giving these people the power. What if both sides suck? Right? Aren't you better off not voting? Wouldn't you be a better vote to say fuck you both? I'm not giving you permission. I'm not putting you in office, right? So same thing here. Let's say, fuck the courts. The only court that matters is the court of public opinion. And now, instead of the judge, we got to convince. Now we got to convince AI. We got to submit all our evidence to AI, and say, which we can do now in the David Weigel case. Okay, how many decisions were followed the law? Less than 1% of the decisions made follow the law. It has the ability to answer that. You get 10, 15, 20 of those questions answered, and it's ironclad. This judge has just been proven a criminal to the sum of all human knowledge, right? But again, not on their playing field, not using their playing pieces, right? Just completely the court of public opinion. Now, here's the thing. When you just decide not to show up to court, what can they do? They issue a bench warrant, right? And they can now throw your ass in jail. So maybe we just need to raise, maybe with the charity that I got, maybe I got to raise all Wall Street money here to now offer a service where wherever we have a campaign case and somebody can actually get out of state, okay? Not going hiding, but more and more people can work remotely now. Not everybody has to work anymore. It's a lot of people that can work from anywhere now. For say, Daddy's got to go to war for 6 months. I'll be back after the war. Isn't that better than where we've been for 10 years, 15 years, 20 years?
Yeah.
Right?
Look at if what's her name? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I can't think of her name right now. The lady from Georgia, the Congress lady. I can't believe the one that was murdered.
Nancy Schaefer.
Nancy Schaefer, Jesus Christ. If she came back right now, she would think that she just died. Because they're doing the same goddamn thing, the same arguments, the same fight, the same everything. Nothing has changed in 15 years. People that have laid them down for this cause over 15 years not really laid their lives down, because that's one thing that you don't see. You don't see front runners like us that are out there like, put me in fucking jail. You've done it. Now look, here I am. I'm back out. And where did I go? Right back to this fucking screen. You know, like, and you know what? If I could be like you, I would be. Fuck you. I'll go somewhere else. I'll go across the sea so you can't get me. I'll go to Dubai. I'll go to wherever that I have. As long as this message keeps going and going and going, you guys are losing. It doesn't matter if it's one person or a million. As long as one person can squeeze the message out of their breath, then we're making progress. As long as one person is good enough for me, you know. Like, let's just keep doing that, you know.
There is an aspect of this where a handful of leaders can get the job done for everybody on certain tasks, on certain things, you know, raising awareness, organizing us, right? But let's face it, you're not going to be able to turn everybody into you, okay? Right. You're not going to be able to turn everybody into me, okay? There's going to be certain aspects of that. But, so what can we do, though? we can turn everybody into, to teach them how to, here's how you load your evidence into AI, right? This is doable to everybody. This is doable. Now you got this. Now you got this crazy angst, and you gotta do something with it, right? And you got to turn your pain into purpose. Okay, I'm really excited about this because this is something that we can teach everybody to do.
Yeah, watch. This is. I'm gonna do this right now. It's against my better judgment.
Well, I'll definitely be taking that class because me and AI and me and my phone and my computers, we don't always get along.
But the thing is that you just have the tools to do it for you. Like this is what the CPS Ally does for you. You just load everything about your case, the whole damn thing right in there, and it will do exactly what you're saying, Dave. It tells you where it was unconstitutional. It tells you what violations, because it's learned all the handbooks, it's learned all the policies and procedures. It knows exactly where these CPS agents are wrong, what they've done wrong against their own procedures and policies. It's pretty freaking amazing. I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to show you what it looks like.
But to take that apart, and you're the other side of that, right? So Darren's been bad mouthing me forever, right? And what are they saying? Oh, that Darren's a this, he's a that, he's a this, he's a that. What overcomes that, right? Well, two things, right? When Darren is one of 25 victims that have signed their name to the same things that have happened to the same judge, now it's not just Darren saying it, right? It's now definitive. Here are the list of the names of the people. Here's the list of the evidence of the things that were the crimes that were coming. So we're back to these walls of shame thing, right?
Yeah.
That again, it addresses that other thing of 390 Facebook groups and a bunch of people saying, Darren's got his thing, Dave's got his thing, I got my thing, right? Okay, great. Okay, then you do a wall too. Okay, now it's just telling people not to follow us. Okay, but just do this idea. Do this idea. This is a doable thing now. AI can do this now.
Mm-hmm. So this is all right here. Can you see it, Dave? This is my app right here. This is everything. Is all AI. Entire thing. This whole thing is all AI. So you download you get your legal analysis here. It puts it into my cases. It has your document generators. It has this right here is your AI support chat. It's got a law library in it that has anything that you need for it. Anything that you need to find. Like it's right here. It's got a community chat where the forum in here is for everybody that uses the app. And this is the thing about this is I'm not making this for X amount of dollars. I'm going to make this affordable for because everybody that's fighting CPS needs to have this. Everybody that does this needs to be on this needs to be like their thing. And of course it has the link to CPS breaking news. But all of this is where it has it. This is where it forwards everything to you. Take your email, you put in what people are emailing you. It goes right here. It automatically sends it back. It writes a note down on your calendar, which goes under here in your case schedule. Everything that goes on in your case goes right there. But all of this is AI driven, man. You get emails, it automatically goes, you look into it, it tells you what happened. It's all of this. If I would have had this, man, it would have been a damn game changer in my case.
That's huge, Darren, and everyone hearing your voice should absolutely. And you know what your system does, okay, that mine doesn't, is help people with their next appearance when they can't think of anything else. I gotta be back in there in 2 weeks. I gotta be back in there in 3 weeks. No, I can't go to Portugal. All right. No, I can't quit my job. I understand it's just nothing but 20,000, losses in a row and failures in a row, but I still have to show up. Your thing, okay, is a phenomenal solution for that. But mine is not a competitor. It's complementary. It's complementary.
But this is the thing, is that we take the wall of shames and we port them all to you. Every wall of shame out there, anybody that's listening that has a wall of shame, needs to port their wall of shame all to Dave. That way you have all of the information, because you can't confidently come up with a solution to something if everybody else has all the answers. So we need to get all of this stuff to you, so that way you can do this, and you can show not only that, but then you can show in numbers. Like, look at this. Because it's one thing to see 5 judges on one page and 5 judges on the other, but they come to Dave Wiggles and they see, look at these walls and walls and pages of walls of all of these disgruntled or these bad employees of the government and all of this. That's what you need, because people, to get involved with us, they got to see size. Size does matter.
And again, just
You know what I
just to
mean?
make it simple, right? When one person calls out a dirty CPS person and says, you did this, you did this, you did this, you did this, right? And they know they did. But what are they doing? They're saying, this person's a drug addict. This person's a criminal. This person's crazy. You're gonna listen to this person? They lost their kids. Okay. They got their shit down.
Yeah.
But you know what? When it's not just one person, when it's now they're 1 of 20, 25, all saying the same thing. And AI is now answering the questions. So I want to put this out to your people, if you don't mind. Okay. We need one thing we don't have in my group is real expertise about how the game is played on the CPS side. Again, my experience has been on the family court fraud side, and it's different tactics. We need to get a thinking group together so that we can develop the 50, 60, 70 most important questions that speaks to the CPS fraud game as a nationwide industry, not a one-on-one case.
You know,
I already have booklets and all that. I already got that shit.
So help us develop these 50, 60, 70 questions that we need. All right. And I want to put it out to everybody. We're gonna have another call every Wednesday at 8:00. Right now, my people are doing it for me. Okay, so I could do this because this is extremely important. And I know your people are tight and they're just on. If we could get a thinking group together for about an hour to 2 hours, okay? Questions that we've formulated on the family court side, and that'll jar some memories. As well, in CPS, it's actually done this way. All right, great. We need to ask the question this way, right? Because I'll tell you one little story where the numbers, okay, really did some amazing work already, right? One of the questions we asked is we all know that for some strange reason, one of the counterintuitive things is that this whole system causes people to have broken bonds with their family and friends, right? You know, nobody figures that. They figure, oh my God, you had your kids stolen. Your family and friends must have rushed to your side and been there for you the whole time. No, the trauma's so freaking horrible, right, that it causes this poison in the relationship that eventually it just causes these broken bonds. But the thing is that even the smartest people in this world, you ask them, what, you know, Dave, why aren't you talking to your family? Oh, because it's my family's fault. They did this. You ask my family, why aren't they talking to Dave Weigel? Oh, because Dave did Dave, right? But now we asked the question of 400 people. 400 people answered. 100% of people answered that this one question about, was your decision making taken from you by your friends and family, right? Where they did that without even an understanding, almost subconsciously, where they didn't even think that they were doing anything wrong, right? 100% of people answered yes, that happened to them. So what does that say? What is that thinks, oh, no, it's the family's fault. Oh, no, it's Dave's fault. It says, boom. How could the source be? How could Dave be the source of the problem for 400 people not talking to their family and friends? How could Dave's family be the source for 400 people not talking to the victims that got their kids stolen? Right there, just the power of the numbers, right? The percentages coming back opened up a light bulb moment, right? And you know what happened there? Like 5 people picked up the phone and started talking to their family again, right? All right. Powerful things. They haven't talked to their family in 10 years and 15, whatever it may be. But all of a sudden, people were able to sit there, a light switch went off and say, no, that makes total sense. Okay. The source of the problem is the system. And it's such a far out concept. Nobody, if they didn't see that thing, those numbers, that question that way, And I similar questions, you know, with the CPS thinking group, this thinking group here. This is our major initiative. This is what my whole group's talking about right now on our Wednesday call right now.
Well, if you send me those questions,
hey, are you still collecting video?
no, that's
sorry,
okay.
Tiff.
If you send me the family court questions, I'll answer the ones that I know. But yeah, yeah. I've been dealing with them 36 years. I know all their little bullshit secrets. I'll even send you the CPS book for dummies that I have. I have all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Are you still collecting?
Yes, yeah. The videos are coming in every single day. It's a step-by-step process where it really does make a lot of sense. What the video does, Darren, is it replaces the need for people to do exactly what I did, and that was go to my family and friends on Facebook, my 700 family friends, and turn them into an alternative jury pool. All right. I told the story in piecemeal in real time over a year and a half. Not everybody can do that, right? But this one video of getting the poison out of your soul and putting it out into the universe one time. Yes, people do traumatize themselves. They go back to the source of the major pain. But after they do it, when they do it right, okay, boom, it's out in the universe, and they could just sit there and say, no. The next person I meet, I don't have to send them an 18-page text message about that. And they did this, and they did this, and they did this, because I've set it's out there. It's out in the universe. And the other thing, too, is we do need to separate data, because the thing that they're saying against us is, oh, that's a bunch of crackpots on social media. You know, they're all wacky. They're all this, they're that. No. We have to get them to respect us. We have to get them to respect us as data. And this is very old technology, Darren, just looking in a human being's eyes and saying, is this person full of shit? Is this person full of shit when he or she's telling me about this?
Absolutely. Like we're just there. It is. Are they up and to the left? Are they, you know, that? And people forget, because of what this is where the AI and all that stuff is taking all this away from us. People have forgotten these rules of just common sense, and not common sense, but communication. Like you and I looking eye to eye and telling if you're full of shit or if I'm not, or whatever. And this, you know, this has been. We need to get back to that model as well, of us just being able to communicate properly and to each other, and do it tactfully and truthfully. That's a very big thing. Like, I don't want to hear bullshit. I want to know the truth, and I want to know the truth because we don't have time to wait for one more child to get taken from a home, or, you know, like, or any of these things, these reasons. So screw you and your bullshit. We don't care about that. What we want is the truth, and the truth to your story, and the thing that you're talking about with your stories. You need to put a number tacker on that thing, man. Be like 400 running strong, 500 running strong against this story, you know, like this thing. That way people can see constantly. Because how many people, it's not so much with you, but with me and the CPS thing, I could tell you 20 people that I know that I've spoken to that have the exact same scenario as me and what they did with me and my brother. Like to a T, man. Like you couldn't even, I would think that I'm telling their story or their story. So for you to put up a place,
Dad, I got to tell you, of every person that I've spoken to, I really think there's only 3 or 4 stories with a couple of variations to it, right? It's the same story. Yeah. But the thing is, for AI to be the solution, what does AI need? AI needs data. What is data? Data has to be the truth. So we don't want to be here and be the arbiter and now being judge and jury. Okay, that's not the approach, and that's not the position and the field that we're going for here, right? But we know that there are people that are so traumatized, their grip on reality is just not there. Okay, we have to separate them so that we do have it as data, right? And this is where, you know, that's why it says warrior on the door, right? It's not for everybody, right? All right. But we only need 500, 1,000, okay, of, you know, the right people stepping forward, being able to put in, you know, tell the truth, the whole truth, okay? Get your evidence into AI, right? Answer these 100 questions, right? Do this 3 to 5 minute video, boom, right? It's beautiful. It's genius. It actually does the job. And the fact that we're doing it in their face, this is not a petition. This is not a signature. This is not something that just happens behind closed doors where nobody knows about it. We're doing it on the most public thing in the world, Facebook, right? You could be in Africa in a jungle and have a phone in your pocket, pull it out, you go right to the site. The powers that be cannot pretend we don't exist then. They cannot pretend we don't exist.
Right. Right. And they can chase you around everywhere, and you can be wherever you want to be. You know, like they can chase you all around. Dude, where can people? So, are you functionally working on this now? Like, did you have this thing up and running?
Absolutely. In fact, on the Family Court Fraud Warrior project site is the main hub site. We've just launched the third set of 35 questions. The first set was specific.
I asked them the real questions.
Because their money, right? Their scam is about they stole their kids for money. So a lot of those questions didn't relate. Okay. But on the next round, we really caught everybody about the broken bonds between family and friends. And I just wanted to show something out of left field that no one's talked about. You know, everyone's talking about the CPS and the horror and this and that. But what are the repercussions to it? Oh my God. So somebody got their family and friends weren't there for them. But how is that logical? How is that happening? And wait a second, it's 100% of the people, right? We need those kind of jump off the page statistics, jump off the page, you know, factors that really grab people.
Right. It's like they're afraid they're going to catch CPS. You know, like, oh, little Bobby Sue got some CPS today. You know what I mean? That's it. Like it's a disease, man. It really is. And you're absolutely right. Like people, I'm just as guilty. I used to be that one 5 years ago. If you told me you got your kids taken by CPS, I would have immediately assumed that you were a piece of shit. Turned my back.
That's everybody.
Away, thinking
that's everybody.
Because I was mainstream, you know, red, white, and blue, baby. I was bleeding this America shit, you know, and that's what it is now. It's shit. The idea, you know, like we talked about this yesterday on the show. It's this idea that, you know, and it's just crazy that our government is completely destroying the idea of everybody that we all have, the idea of the family, the idea of America, USA, the idea of us being united, you know, and everything that we think America is, this government that we have is just.
I'd like to get even more specific into it, Darren. And I've seen this happen in other facets of the world. What I see is it is the lawyers of this country. Think about it, okay? The lawyers are lawyers, the judges are lawyers, the Bar Association's lawyers, the Justice Department's lawyers, the Misconduct Board is lawyers. Even like FINRA and in the SEC, okay, half of the politicians are lawyers. And then corporate America, where's the journalists, right? Well, the journalists aren't there because the lawyers control the boards of corporate America. No one wants to make an enemy out of a judge, out of a powerful law firm, because everyone feels like, shit, I got to be the first one in the pool. Right now, me and you have been jumping in the pool, first one, and they're trying to, you know, chop our head off, right? And a couple of people they have, you know, I know people that have, you know, left the country, okay, and you know, people have died, you know, and all it takes is one or two of those stories to scare off a lot of people, and that's why I want to really circle back to. Look, like, not everyone needs to be the most brave here, but like, you know, there's still a spot for you to be the 20th victim to name your name. And I ask this question, if you're in this system, can you really exist in the status quo? Right? I understand you're scared to make a step forward, but you're making a step, whether you like it or not. Right? Can you afford to stay where you're at?
Right. No, you're absolutely right. You know, there are differences in the states of how they do things. You know, like whether you're on that list, you can never ever even go out in public anymore or file for a job on your own. You know, like if you go for employment, like myself, I'm on a list, man. I am the highest abuser that you can get in the state of Maine, and I didn't do a damn thing with my daughter at all whatsoever. and it just did the whole case was just bullshit. And I mean, I thought my job was being a dad, you know, and that's what I love doing. And but you know, they took that from me, and now I can't even be around kids. And for what? You know what I mean? So yeah, I
And
understand
here
what you're
you
saying.
are, this
Like
super
you have to,
dad and hero, gonna go down in history, Darren. Okay, you're gonna go down in history, right? They don't ever appreciate you during lifetime, but in history, you're gonna go down. And look what you're going through, and that's common. Okay, with leaders and game changers, man. I'll tell you a similar story. I They destroyed my reputation so bad, you know, within my inner circle. Okay, that um, I I I asked someone to to be to inherit to take care of my children if I was to die. Okay, um,
yeah,
and and inherit my business. Okay, if they somehow, you know, lock me up. And this is not a bad
mhm,
person. This is a good person. All right. But the level of smearing was so bad that this person had to tell me no, no,
wow, that's
no.
crazy, isn't
Yeah.
it?
And I
Just,
only
see that,
mention this
just the
to have
people,
it jump off the page to make a statement, to make a
right?
statement about it, you know?
Yeah, wow, just because of the potential of what could these people with this person says no to.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So
Absolutely.
I'm really excited because right now we're finally getting it here, man, because what you're saying is,
Right.
I think if you
What we're
got
doing now.
your AI system over to our software engineers, right, to do the work that
Yep.
you haven't done yet, okay, or maybe can't do, or I mean, obviously you've been
Yep.
working on what you can do, right? You know, to fine tune that and then to bring that to the next level, and I would love to have
Yep.
our whole CPS, you know, subgroup, which
Yeah.
we've really haven't had the time because we don't have the expertise. I don't believe in being a fraud. Like I lead what I lead because I have real experience in it. Right? I don't have experience
It's
in
not a fake it
CPS, so I can't lead that.
Right. 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 It's not a fake it to make it situation at
You know,
all.
but
You
these
know,
CPS
and
people are
that's
coming to me. They see the value of the system that we're creating, but what's missing is a
yep.
leader there. So I want you and Tiff to be that. Right? You're already doing. You don't have to do anything new. We'll just get behind you. We'll just get behind what you're doing
We're
with,
all
you know, with what we've already set up.
yep.
You know, just filter it in to be supporting what you guys are already doing.
Yep. You know, and we all need to work at this together. Like I'm a firm believer. Like, look, you know, someone wants to have a label, then fucking give them a label. I don't care. I don't care about a label. As long as all of us work together as a team, and and do this, that's all that matters to me. You know what I mean? Like, if I fall out, can you step up and fill my shoes? You know what I mean? Of course you could. Absolutely. You know, and it could be the same way. As long as you have that, then you're
We
unstoppable. As long
we're
as you have a
this we're this
solid
close
people.
away from being able to tell these motherfuckers, okay, you chop my head off, there's going to be 10 people stepping up to take my place, right? We're this
And
close.
that's
And I got to tell you, just
yep,
recently, okay, this conversation is one. All right, we've made a couple of connects that we weren't able to do in the past, and finally it clicked from both sides. Where we're supporting each other, okay, now in a way that just didn't
yep,
happen before. We're right at the verge of
right,
a snowball effect. And if we could have, and I think the grease to really make this happen in a big way, again, because you had the idea on your own with the wall. Okay. We found a couple of other walls out there. And now just the very nature of it is it addresses this thing of no. I'm not going to follow Dave. I'm not going to follow, Punisher because I need to do my thing. Great. Do it. Do your own
mhm,
wall. Do
go
your
for
own
it.
wall, you know?
Yep,
And then, you know, look, then the only thing that we're fighting is a real douche move. And it's like, no, that was their idea. Okay. If somebody is going to then
right,
show how ugly they are and just say, no. The only thing I'm going to get behind is my own idea. Well, then that's not even a real person. Okay.
right,
That we've got that smell
right. See
test,
it,
right? That's not even a real warrior.
right, right. No, absolutely, I agree. And you know what? Always we see it from all sides. But I know that you've got to get out. I know that you're on vacation. I know you're having a good time. I know you got your other group. I'll get in touch with you this week because I think that I have a lot of things, other than what we're talking about that we can pull together. So I'll get in touch with you this
Absolutely.
week or whenever days.
Absolutely, absolutely, and thank you to your whole audience. Okay, I once I moved over to my phone, I saw my name, but I haven't been able to see what everyone's writing. But I could just see how connected everybody is there. Please reach out. Okay, please pay attention to these initiatives that we've got going on. We're announcing the wall very soon. Okay, it's going to be a huge splash. Okay, to get that around. Now, the whole idea is don't make Dave Weigel the celebrity. Don't make Darren the celebrity. The wall is the celebrity.
Right.
We treat the wall as a. Have you seen the wall? Have you seen the wall? Did you see the wall? Right now, that's just fucking powerful. And we're collecting victims. We're collecting victims. We're collecting victims. Right. And I just think it could be absolutely huge, man.
Right. At the end of the day, and this is just my own opinion, what we need is just a massive amount of victims. That way we can go to wherever we have to go and say there's a fucking million of us right here, and there's more. But here we go. We have a million of us right here. So do you want to fuck with us, or do you want to give us what we want? Give us our
and the new message message to the people that haven't taken that step yet. You had a very valid reason because retaliation does happen, right? But where we are right now is you coming in and you putting your name as the 10th victim to the same culprit. That is immediate validity and that protects you. That's the only thing that protects you. Okay. So where we'd have to lie and sit there and say in the beginning when we started this that that there wasn't any kind of risk. No, there were. Now I can tell you definitively and look in your eyes and sit there and say you've got more risk staying on the sidelines than you do putting your name on the list. Okay, if you've been harmed by this court, you've been harmed by the CPS, by this system. If you're in the middle of your trauma and you can't keep your thoughts together for 2 seconds, doesn't matter. Okay, definitively, you're at more risk staying where you're at than by taking this step. Please think about that.
Right. Yeah, because you know what? It's either have no one or have a bunch of us. Really. That's
your safety is in how many eyeballs are following you. And if anything happens to you, we know who did it, right? You don't have 1,000 people that want to destroy your life. You have 1 or 2, right? So for the whole world knows that, there's your safety, man. There's your safety, your real safety.
Yep. I love it, dude.
Awesome, buddy. I gotta check in with my group here on the tail end. Thank you very, very, very much. Thank you to all your followers.
Yeah, we'll talk to you this week too, Dave.
Absolutely. Take care, guys. Thank you.
Care, buddy.
Bye-bye.
Guys. Yes, sir. Tiff lost her internet, she said, so that's what happened there. Guys, what Dave was saying is absolutely right. I'm excited. There's a lot of things coming. I shared a little bit of what I've been working on. I've been working on that for a long time, and it will come out. Like I said, I was trying to get it out this week, and I'm just running into a couple flaws. Like I said, I've been working on it for a couple of years, and it's going to be affordable to everybody because everybody should have that. Everybody needs it, should have it, and they will have it. And all of you guys that have been following the show, maybe we'll have to have you guys demo test it out, and maybe you get a lifetime for free or something because all of you guys. So make sure you check out cpsbreakingnews.com. I'm doing the best I am to get it all updated and all of that, but it's looking good. It's looking better. Now you can see why everything has been pushed aside. Yeah, me and Tiff will be back same time, same place. Don't forget, if you want to email Dave, it's dave@fraudwarrior.org. I think it's familyfraudwarrior.org is the website. Yeah, right? I have it up here still, don't I? Sure do. Familycourtfraudwarrior.com. That's where you want to go, and that's where you'll find Dave and his stuff. And then apparently some of our stuff soon, too. So we're getting bigger, people, and it's all because of you guys. And you are all coming with us. So don't ever think for a minute that this is one of those situations where we're going to just take off and see you later, bye, and forget all you guys that have put us into this position, because you're all coming for the ride with us. So that being said, guys, thank you very much, Miss Jennifer. That being said, what am I going to play? What song do I want to end tonight with? Let's do, which one do I want? You know, I have so much of this music, and you can get the songs now on the website as well. Some of them, anyway. But what do I want to? Let's sure, we'll do this one. All right, everybody. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Till then, be safe, keep CPS out of your house, don't let anybody in without warning. Have a good night, everybody.
Rights worth protecting for one and all. From the podcast ways to every home, teaching us the power to stand alone. Legal knowledge keeps us in the zone. Fight against CPS so fiercely shown. Stand up USA, don't let them fall. Fighting for our kids, answering the call. Our devotion's strong, we won't stall. Freedom's light will shine proud for all.
And don't forget, everybody, in 13 minutes, bring that friend on. She hasn't been on for a few days, so she's going to be ready to spitfire. So make sure you guys stay tuned and check her out. It's worth a watch. It's actually my wife. Number one show that she watches. So make sure you guys check it out too.
Armed with rights, we'll push on through. For the innocent lives we must rescue. Stand up, USA, don't let them fall. Fighting for our kids, answering the call. Our devotion's strong, we won't stall. Freedom's light will shine proud for all. Each parent's heart beats brave and true, following the path paved red, white, blue. Armed with rights, we'll push on through. For the innocent lives we must rescue. Stand up, USA, don't let them fall. Fighting for our kids, answering the call. Our devotion's strong, we won't stall. Freedom's light will shine proud for all. I wander around my head feeling lost. It's been so long since I've seen you, I'm so depressed. I don't want to forget you, so I won't rest. This is my calling, this is God's test. I wonder why he chose this road for me. It's hard to think this is my destiny. But God, you the creator, you surely knows. So please explain the journey, let's go. You must have faith, that's all. God will not let you fall. For in the end there's a lesson. So keep the faith, keep on pressing. I think about you 100 times a day. It's no way to keep the pain away. I'm so scared of forgetting your smile, so I look at pictures of my child. It breaks my heart we lost her so young. We missed all the tender times, can't be redone. Please God, stop the pain, this is no fun. I know that God has the plan. I don't understand who I am. I do know I have the faith to pray to God from any place. Please God, make this pain end. It's a nightmare that should have never been. My faith in you is guiding my way. Excuse me, God, I have to say, give me back my baby, I'm not playing around. She's a piece of my life. I'll do anything for you now.
Like I said, 9 minutes, guys. We got Bring Back Brenda, so make sure you guys stay tuned on the channel. Thank you all for a good night. Enjoy Bring Back Brenda, and we'll see you all tomorrow night, same time, same place.